Well, my baseball game's just not gonna be on the radio. Yeah, I'm just opening it. Breno, you'll forever say one thing that will forever like eke at my brain. Can you make your bed, friend? What is like? There's a sheet on my bed. Hey, bro, go. Like, what is my bed missing for your enjoyment? Deafened. Pick up my Minecraft. Yeah, what do you want me to say to that? Like, it doesn't change how I morally feel about it. People have different morals, like I don't know, is one person supposed to like feel that way and then I go, oh well, guess it's okay, like I don't know, like I don't doubt that, Brenna. Nice frames. Why am I getting 3 FPS? Nothing will change your opinion on the topic. Can you do orbit after this? Well, normally I just queue random. Hey, bro, go. Cause Brando. The argument is the argument that I've always held is visiting a country is supporting a country. No matter how big or small you want to make that, no matter how big or small you want to make the act of going there as an act of support, you're supporting your country. Like, why would you go to a country if you didn't support it? So what reason is there that because like again, the qualifier is like depending on reason. What reason is there that outweighs what's going on? That's more important than the people's lives are being lost. Hey, Bimdo. Journalism? True. One viewer fell off. Whatever. Life is over. I'm doomering. Actually, I'm not doomering. Who's Chemical the goat? Oops. Good first game. Just become the best 280 MS. I'm just queuing random Storm Jersey. Can this like... No, whatever. I'll just put it back where it is. I clicked onto that. Good time to click. What did I learn about rural Canada? Nothing. Nothing that I didn't already know. It's just making me have to, like, learn polls and stuff like that. I got dark. But I did, like, I just did, like, a couple and then went to sleep. Same thing how I did a couple in the morning yesterday. Hi, Kendrick, how are you? Canada's not real, exactly. It all looks the same. Whoa. Stop trying to snipe me, that's not nice. Oof, is it? How are you? I'm doomering. I'm deeply distraught. Because the political climate's in my country. True, I'm almost out of water. It's okay, just move somewhere else. True. I'm poor. Tell me you love me, come back to what we want you. Want me to be myself. Where is this guy? Thanks, Turnip. There's no gray blocks going to Aqua, so I want to believe he's not there. But then, like, he's there. Nope, he's at his base. Please bridge. Yay, I won bedwars. Hi Chemical, how are you? Hi Sultan. Oh, should I bring the comfy pillow back to my base? Why are you clueless? Let's go, I brought a comfy pillow back. Just too poor to buy a stone sword. I don't have enough blocks for what I want to do in life, but whatever. Okay, great, 1 minute's fine. Should I win again? My best subject's bedwars. Is I gonna break my bed? Yep. Damn, should we shit at school then? True. Single verse crochet. Bro. Brandon. I cleaned my whole room to find my AirPods so I could, like, listen to the Tiger Spring Training games while I'm streaming. Just for the past 2 ones, not even, like, they're on, like, the radio, but they're, like, on the fucking, like... They're on, like, a substation, and I can't find the fucking substation on the fucking, like, Audacity app, and it's, like, PMO. Just want to let you know. Got those 600 star. You watch Saber's Devils and I was in bed. I was so tired. It's terrible, I know. Do you guys want to know what happened when I was out to eat yesterday? Nah, you guys don't want to know. You guys don't care. Tell me? Alright, contract. So... We were sitting, you know, at the dinner table, as we do, you know, at the restaurant. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, so then I'm just like sitting there, and then I don't know where my grandma goes. When did you start your antidepressants? So like I don't like where this is going. I already don't like where this is going. Just being asked that question out of the blue just like makes me be like, I don't like where this is going. Why are you asking that? So that's what I do. I say why. And then I get some like bullshit answer. And then she asks again, so I say why again. Then like my like grandpa says something about like how I'm like responding to the question. So then my grandma pivots to like, oh, when did you start like when did you first like start like ADHD medication? Which I know she could figure that one out, so I just said, because that one is like really easy to remember. It was just like my freshman year of high school, but so then I answer that one. Blah 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 blah. We talk about how I'm not on the pill. Blah 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 blah. And then she goes, well, have you ever thought about like going off of like your antidepressant? What's it like? And then she recalled living through like a time in my life, and I was missing 50 days of school in a singular semester because I went off of it because I thought I didn't need it. Which is also really funny, because I haven't been on it for like 3 months now, but we don't talk about that. So then I like make a like, so like, I don't know. I knew where this like line of questioning was going, because they've always been like anti like prescriptions and stuff like that, like being like, oh, you know, like, you'll be okay. You don't need those drugs. So I didn't like where it was going, so like I bring up the deep and real truth of me being like, oh, I started them in 7th grade because I was suicidal. and then my grandma responds with basically saying, well, you were lucky you were suicidal then, because, you know, some people start taking them and then get suicidal. And that was that was the point. That was the conversation. That's like a 10 out of 10 conversation. You were lucky you were suicidal. Yeah. Like I knew the line of questioning wasn't good from the moment she asked it, which is why I tried to dodge the question, but she kept asking. And then she said that, and I just told her to shut up. Wow, yellow's Taz. Hey, Dead Fisher. Is life good, Dead Fisher? Well, you know why kids are the way they are these days, right, Dead Fisher? No, Dead Fisho. It's because of all those pills and shots they give them. That's why the generation is the way they are. That's why kids are like this today. I heard about that. Because of these damn phones. It's because they all end up on these social media apps. We need to ban them off social media. I'm gonna say, living through having watched it, it's really funny how like this burden of like getting kids off social media is placed on the government when like it's not even like generation, but like, you know, like my cousins. Like, I've watched all of my cousins just get raised on social media or like on the internet, right? Like it's like these parents, like, I understand more for, like, my cousin's sake, because, like, my aunt had, like, an autoimmune disease, and, like, she's, like, in and out of the hospital, but it's, like, but it's also not like I don't see with my other cousins, where it's, like, they're spending their whole lives, like, on, screens, because, like, it's easier to just, like, keep them entertained. Yeah, it's one that, and it's also just too, like, it's also just, like, I don't know, like, it's such a massive problem, too, because, like, the parents give them the tools to be able to do all of this, right, like, and just don't parent, like, I don't know. Like, it's so crazy, like, the age you're growing up in, where it's literally just, like, kids are kind of just being raised on the screens, like, yeah, like, it's, like, yeah. But I just, like, that's been, like, my critique of it, like, throughout my whole life, is, like, watching my cousins. Like, watching my cousins, I was, like, it was very obvious to me that, like, they were just getting, like, raised by a screen. How many hours a day do you spend on Discord? Yo, I didn't get raised by a screen. I turned into it. I'm like the era that's, like, you know, probably, like, more, like, that's more, like, bringing it in, like the beginning of the era, but, like, exactly, I chose the screen. Exactly. I mean, you could still make the argument I was. But I wouldn't say I became, like, I don't know. I did turn into a screen. Like, I started playing, like, my Xbox when I was probably, like, 10. Like, actually, maybe I was raised by a screen. Maybe I'm part of the problem. But that would just make me even more of, like, evidence. Dead Fish Show. Why is this guy invis? I think he's invis to go through mid. Nope. Aw. Streets in question. Who didn't rig the 2020 election? Oh, I could have bought Prod 2, and then I wouldn't have lost that fight. I'm still gonna lose this fight. What are we doing in 2028? Oh. Well, it doesn't really matter, Deadfisher, like none of it matters, like. Oh, this guy's two invises. Elite player. That guy's #1 polygon. I mean, they're like starting to like try and show their playbook a little bit. Demolished. Hey, Reese season. Played bedwars in so long. Me neither. Well, they're also like starting to like test and write the playbooks for the elections, Deadfisher. That's funny. I woke up and checked my phone as I do. And then the first thing I see is basically like what they did in Kansas. Oh my god. What the hell they do in Kansas? Ooh. So like effective basically immediately, like it was like today, like with no warning or anything. They made every like trans person's like ID and like significance with like their like, you know, certificates with their genders changed invalid. That's a good one. Wow, awesome. Yerp. What does it mean when you're like trying to like make it so like ID's required to vote? And then also your same party is also then like just like, oh, today we decide these licenses are invalid. What do you mean nobody cares? Like about a license? It's just like cruel for the sake of being cruel, but then again, there's also just like more to it than that when if you like imply the like wanting like IDs for elections part. Yeah. That's good. That's how you that's democracy. Is it? Oh, that's what it is. I mean, the first thing that I was seeing like a couple days ago is like how there's first been like mass migration to like you know, probably more western, some east, but like to like, you know, like blue states. And now we have the Kansas thing. What is a Kansas thing? I just said what it was. In Kansas, they made it so like they made every like trans person's like license and like other like and other like paperwork that like had their gender changed invalid. Why? Exactly. I mean, like, I understand it, Dead Fisher, but yeah, it also does just like it's not gonna make anything better. Like, oh, true, yeah, I forgot about that. Why am I upset about this ID thing? The Electoral Revolution's coming. What does it mean? What does it mean when an independent's gonna win that's who all the chips are in. The chips are all in an independent's gonna win my state. That's gonna be my state governor. Is he white? Yep. But allegedly he's getting allegedly, according to this poll I saw on my Twitter timeline, he's getting 63% of the black vote, allegedly. Well, what is that Twitter poll? It wasn't like a Twitter poll. It was like someone like posting a tweet about their polling. It was a news network posting a tweet about their polling. Does that mean I believe them? That's why I said allegedly. Oh, that's your bed, by the way. Fuck. Should I just void? Honestly, I don't care. Based on the the candidates I've seen for governor, I don't know if it matters who I vote. Like, I don't think there's a good candidate. There's like good candidates for like other things, but like governor? I don't know. Who are you voting for Michigan governor? I don't know if I've seen a candidate I'm voting for yet. But I also don't really know who's running. I know like the three major people who are running. And out of the three major people who are running, I would not vote for any of them, so. Yeah, how's the voting big Michigan base here in the stream? I'm running in Joe Biden. Ooh. I think, yeah, that's, I was thinking about that, Rhinix. Who cares about Michigan? Probably people who live in it. But the guy who's like the independent was like Detroit's mayor or governor or whatever. I think it's mayor. He was like Detroit's mayor for, I think like, I don't know how many years. Oh my god, do you? I mean, like, I'm like kind of keeping up with it. I started. It's almost hit the cycle where I'm getting like election ads. I got some ad about some guy wanting to remove the state income tax. I think the option is like a little more right-leaning, independent, establishment Dem, and then, you know, the conservative, which I think those are like the three political options. That guy's name? American democracy at work. Yep. I couldn't find out. I couldn't find out like Duggan's stance on you know on the indicator dead fish. Yeah. I couldn't find out his stance. Oh, was it? They weren't me. Like, I think like he's like talked about it, but it's not really like a strong stance, you know? Like kind of wishy-washy. But yeah, it's when it's been hard to find anything that. But then, like, the Democratic candidate, I couldn't find anything, like, on either when I, like, looked for it, so. That's the true reason that there's, like... Independence beginning the APAC money? True. But I mean, like, it's a big deal in Michigan. I mean, like... Like, it will be talked about, like, during, like, the whole cycle and everything. Good Pearl. Some YouTube viewers, some YouTube viewers have. Oh my god, I tripped my movement up. Thank god I win the jump. Guess who arrived on him? Doom, dumb, better, HS, you're bad, get better, I won, you're the loser, L. That guy's a master of the pen. Hi Deb, how are you? Where do you get this? Like, is that what you're saying this is? Oh, that's German. But I have to vote for that one guy who called Gaza a genocide, rightfully called it a genocide. That guy gets my vote. Break the bed and then try and suicide? That's Aura. I know. It's so funny. It's not even being against it, it's like calling it what it is, but like, same thing. Well, like, some people try to, like, take, like, the anti-war stance without, like, or, like, by just, and then just call it, like, a conflict, I guess, right? Like, that's, like, the, I'm trying to, like, not, like, you know. Yeah, like. Yeah. Why don't I just keep both sticks? That's how they try and paint it. Why did pink protect my base? Like, just bridging to my base is genuinely annoying, but... Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what they're gonna do? That guy can have the emeralds, as long as he doesn't die to pink. Brown red still exists. Yeah, thank God. That's so funny. I'm so happy I saw that. It's gonna be a revolution at the polls this year, Dead Fisher. The image with it is so much funnier. Neb, it's basically somebody being like, when does it get bad enough that there'll be a revolution? And then the person being like, well, you know, there'd have to be a bunch of people who just didn't care if they died and blah, 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 blah. And then they said, like, like, the electoral revolution is coming. Let me see if I can, like... Here, I'll show it. Here you go. Are the goosebumps there? Saying too cushy here for us is literally the reason, like, why. Like, oh, it's too cushy for me to start a revolution, you know, so it has to get bad enough for me to want to die. So we're just gonna vote really hard. So funny. we got till November to get ready for the electoral revolution. Who's Reese? And neither of those parties have my alliance. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole like tweet just basically reads as like, well, I'm not in a position to struggle. Like I'm not really struggling under this current presidency. Should have bought a second water. Yeah, like exactly, right? Because like even in that like tweet, it's just like basically being like it also like insinuates that it's not bad enough for them to start like to want to start a violent revolution. I think that person's trans, but it's just like one of those like, you know, trans liberals. But yeah, still like probably in a position of comfort. He's got a fireball. He had 2 fireballs. Tragedy. Sleeping Reese is dead. I don't think other people's skill level in Minecraft affects my opinion of Minecraft. I think GeoGuessr is just more fun than Minecraft for me right now. Oh dang, I really wanted this pack. This pack's probably in my pack filler video. Why is mid so far on this map? Why is height so high? I don't know, man. The Electoral Revolution. So much is funny about that message. Double nicks again. Will I struggle my first rush again? Yeah, I will. I don't know. Yeah, like, what is that is, like, I didn't even think about it, because, like, it's just so dumb. But what would constitute an electoral revolution? Oh my god, nobody dies. Okay, thank you. Or is, like, the implied, like, idea is, oh yeah, this election's gonna be the one to change things. You just gotta vote. You just gotta vote blue no matter who, and this will be the election to change things. I mean, I don't know. I'm saying I don't know because even if the Democrats win, I don't truly believe, like, the fascism leaves office. It's just kind of like a differently, like, branded, like, kind of it that is less harmful. It's just not like the white Christo fascism. I'm always so poor. Yeah, exactly. Regardless of like who wins this election, we're probably going to get a good touch of that fascism. It's just that's why it literally is like it's literally a lesser evil voting in terms of like, well, the Christo fascism hurts way more people. But it's not like, again, if you just let... How long until, like, the Democratic Party just becomes, like, the same shade of it? Why'd my teammate DC? Don't start defining them as teams. That's how people already see politics. Politics are smelly. Everything's politics. Bart Simpson? Yeah. You think the Simpsons show doesn't have politics? You think it doesn't project politics? Ah! I didn't... Whatever. I'm a bad player. Boomy, boomy, boomy. Don't know who you're fucking with, and this is not a glory hole. Disney is mafia. Disney, yeah, woke Disney. I need this guy to just mindlessly push my bed. Him building up is smart. Did I miss a wool block, or did he mine it that fast? Probably the second one. Whatever, I'm a bad player. Oh my god. What does it mean if she left his house without a fucking soul? I wanna talk. Who wanna roll? Who wanna die? How'd you lose $50? Ah. Oh my god. Huh. Convenient block-in? Yeah, I would have set up there for like an hour if I didn't see that. Like, if that didn't become available to me, I would have set up there for an hour. Or she used to. This guy knows the strat. This time I have more than like 3 blocks though. Sorry. I made phones are easy to type on, then I made them harder on purpose. Just because I knew one day you'd be typing on a phone in my Twitch chat. Whatever. Oh, that's a good conspiracy. Terrible? Yeah, I'm terrible. Always straight down and cry. Sometimes I feel I'm crazy. I'm crazy, oh so crazy. Nice, killed one. Did I place enough blocks at white base? Or not white base, pink base? It looks like a white base now. That might be my #1 favorite bedwars play. The run into somebody, let them hit you, and then fireball jump. Just so much unnecessary damage. Suddenly, I'm not crazy. What is that emote? Sometimes it feels like the world's on my shoulders. Everyone's leaning on me. Is that like is he a jester? Is he jester maxing? It's fencing, my bad. I got them mixed up. He's fencing maxing. Sword fight? Same thing. Does my teammate kill this guy? Probably not. I saved my teammate's FKDR. What is that? Can you guys... Is that like a TV set? Or is that a radio? Oh, I have a wife that's determined to make my life living hell. My bitch wife. Is that a TV? It's a radio, isn't it? Ninja love. Oh, I can't bridge. Can you guys stop setting like things that I don't know what they are? Is this all you liberals do? Oh my god, I'm on the wrong block. What is my teammate making? I should have salmon that silver bridge game. Hello. I'll never be anything. I'll never be enough. Why hasn't anyone done that yet, Nev? Do they hate you? Maybe the Stratus make my... I think I'm salmoning this game. Because I don't have anywhere to go. But also, like, red's not gonna last that long. Exhibit A. Part of the US or Canada? Hit. Unfortunately, the United States of America. Hey, too much glow today in your face? What? Too much glow in my face? Oh, it says contract. I thought it said controller, which is really funny. Can I get VIP? Nope. Where are you from in the USA? I'm from Michigan. Can I have owner? Yeah. There's something in my eye. What sports do you like to play or watch? Nothing. Sports are a distraction from what they're doing to us. That's a good one. Why are they both here? I don't know. I watch all 4 of the major American sports. Hurling on me. Oh my gosh. I'm a bad player. Mainly because, like... I don't know. Mainly that's why. What's the 4th one? Baseball, basketball, hockey, football. American football is the 4th. If you're confused, or you already know that one. Then it's baseball. But then if it's not baseball, then it's basketball. If it's not basketball, it's hockey. Those are the 4 American sports. Give me a single game. I have won a game. Oof. Herder gave up a home run, didn't he? No, he didn't give up. Ooh, Kobe Mayo. The breakout is here. Lightstone, this is... Oh yeah, this is Lightstone. I'm an idiot. I realize Lighthouse. Yeah, it does. Want to see your setup one day? There's a video on my channel. Which is pretty to date. It's like 2 years old, but it's still like to date. Good, basketball refs are the worst people that ever exist. They're the only people who have ever ticked me off as much as them, who haven't been family. Why did you change your channel name? There's also a video on that. But because Reese is dead. How Minecraft connects people. You're funny. I think I walked into the fire. Thank you, Mentis. Minecraft's only ruined my life. Everything's ruined my life. I'm so depressed now. I just got really depressed out of nowhere. But you know, sometimes it just be like that. Even me? What did I say? Yeah. You ruined my life, Neb. No, I have to keep streaming because Nikki hasn't woken up yet. And Nikki has like a 56 stream streak. You aren't tapped in? Know that I can't stop streaming? I was Biobi. I play 2 hours of Minecraft a day. Doesn't really weigh on my psyche. I don't think that has anything to do with how I feel. Fuck this streak? True. I am upset with her, but not really that upset. Is that what I need? My next door neighbor growing up was in a Burger King commercial. I wonder if we could find it. The answer is no. Why are you upset? I don't know. I just randomly got annoyed. Actually, I know why I got upset. No, I don't. I'm LARPing. No! TS Aura. No? It's hard to keep alternating blocks while I'm fighting people. Whoa. Whatever. I think I could have got that better if I played like a normal human. You suck. True. Yeah, your shimmer sucks. Now your shimmer's gonna die with 8 diamonds. Okay, noted. So I shouldn't push this team. I should run away. Reels cough dance? What is the Reels cough dance? Who placed the aqua blocks on at middle? Did Knock will get first rush? Yeah, thanks for the YouTube sub. Okay, that guy just doesn't move. The Russian 5. The team the Russian 5 played for is playing tonight. Educated in bedwars? Okay, what's the word? I have a major in bedwars. A major in bedwars, right? Yes. I'm waiting to why you need bedwars, someone who's educated in bedwars. Can you elaborate further? 250 wouldn't hurt right now. Brenda, you know that one thing that you've said has done nothing but age terribly since... Please don't unfollow Kondrak. Has done nothing but age terribly since you said it. Oh, my ankle. But I need to not talk about that and talk about what you're talking about. The 2026 election. First, I gotta buy all the midterms, right? And then I'd buy the presidency. Let's break the bed. True. I'm still waiting for, like, why Brano asked if anyone was educated in bedwars. Me thinking hard, Raffle. I'm blocking it with wood. Let's do it. Do you guys know the Urban Dictionary definition of Red Wings? What? Oh, that's chill? What's chill? Hello. Peter S. Bizarre. You ever have Red Wings? Do they know? Think I can get it? Nice. You died again? Yeah, but I broke the bed. And like I like wasn't worried about dying anymore since I already died once. So I was just worried about breaking the bed. Refund all your gifted subs. Please don't refund anything. You know I've killed Dewyer before? I know, crazy, right? Is my bed gone? I don't know to buy. What are you laughing about? I hope it was me being like, you know, I've killed Theory before. That's proof he's died. Just gonna buy a pick at my shop. Oh, my teammate broke their bed. Can't a man laugh for fun? Not really. We actually hate people who laugh here. That's the #1 rule in the streams. If you laugh, you leave. Well, that's sad. Okay, I lied. Laughing's okay. You're joking, right? Like, you're genuine. Are you solo queuing? No, I was queuing with my friend FRX Captain Scoo. Buying you an iPhone and make you stop being a capitalist? Sorry. Hi, oh trash. I'm a casual but cool gamer. I'm a bad player. How many wins do you have? Today? Or on this account? Or since I've been born? Ever? So since I've been born, probably like 4. And we're not talking about just bedwars, right? Like in all aspects of life. I probably only won like 4 times in my life. I look at O Trash. O Trash is number 1. And I get fireballed. Got my 2. That's not derps. What the hell? Good guess, though. Like, that's what I thought you were saying. Like, who? Unless you're saying hi to me, like, what are you saying hi to? Like, oh, Dinosaur. Oh my god. Like, that's. I felt like it was you just trying to say like derps, like the way that guy spelled derps, right? Like, so I thought you were like saying that that's who Chemical was. But now I realize that it's abbreviation for toner. Toner. Probably a good idea. I meant to add that S. Every diamond matters. Why you let these one? Oh. Oh. My bed's gone. That's so unlucky. And I left my teammate to die. Oh my god, my team's number 1. And I missed my fireball. Tragedy. I'm a bad player. No way my teammate gets out. I'm the worst player, whatever. My teammate's the best player in the world, and I'm the worst player in the world. That's what we just learned there. That's enough. Yeah. That's the last second you're watching. Neb, did you hear about what my grandma said last night? I don't know if you were here or not. I don't think you were. I don't know if that's serious or not. So were you here? No? So you don't know? I don't know, so you don't know what my grandma said to me. You don't know the conversation me and my grandmother had. I lack the knowledge. Okay, so we're out to eat last night. I get to tell this whole story again. Some people probably already heard it. Actually, I know people already heard it. So I'm out to eat last night. And we're randomly just in the middle of us, like, you know, being out. My grandma, like, asks, when did you start your antidepressants? So I'm like, uh-oh. This can't be anything good. So I respond with, why? And then she goes, just wondering, blah, 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 blah. And then asks me again, so I respond with again, why? And then like my grandpa says something to me about like not responding to her, blah 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 blah, so and so, blah 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 blah. But then she like devolves off into being like, when did you start your like your ADHD medication? Like when did you get diagnosed with ADHD? And I was like, I knew she'd figure that one out, so I said, high school, freshman year. So then she asked me if I'm still taking that. I say no, blah, 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 blah. Then she, like, cycles back, and she's like, have you ever tried to, like, stop taking, like, your antidepressants? Which is really funny, because, like, which is really funny because she was also, like, very much there to witness the time in my life when I was missing 50 days of school in one semester because I went off my antidepressants. But, so then, like, she's, like, just keeps talking about it, being annoying about it, so I finally just, like, tried to get her to shut her up. Shut her was like, yeah. I was a suicidal 7th grader. That's when I started. And then that divulges off into her basically, like, but then she was like, oh, you know, I saw something, or I heard something today on, like, my podcast or whatever, that, you know, there's cases of people starting the antidepressants and becoming suicidal. So then she said, you know, you're lucky it was the other way for you. And then I told her to shut up, but there you go. There's the conversation, Neb. Interesting recap. Am I was I lucky? Was I lucky to be suicidal? What do I have in my axe spot? How old's your grandma? I don't know. Probably like 74. I trust that team with 8 emeralds on me. Or I did not mean to buy 2 jumps, but whatever. But they've been that way, like, forever. They hated me being on antidepressants, like, from the moment I first got on them. But then the more and more they've gone down, like, the conspiracy rabbit hole, the more and more that, like, they become even more skeptical of everything. Which, like, it is true that some people have, like, the side effects of becoming more, like, depressed on antidepressants, but it's, like, it's just, like, really funny to be ignorant and act like a lot of people who are going on antidepressants aren't depressed, like, in the first place. Like that whole conversation was, like, framed that I was lucky, because, like, I was one of the depressed ones who went on pills and like, actually had them help me. It's like it was just like framed where it's like normal people are going on like normal people, like people who aren't like, you know, people who do not have depression are like going on antidepressants and then getting like really depressed. Like it's like talked about like how that's like a like that's what's happening. Like they hate you. No. My grandma just thinks I'm brainwashed. As she actively listens to all our podcasts with AI voices. Why is depression so common now? I wonder. Why is depression so common now? I wonder if there's like... I wonder if there's like 40 things to like... like, how's our society? Is our society, like, perfect? Do we have a good society? Is there a lot to be happy about in society? Like... I don't know, that's a dumb question. Drugs? Yeah, it's the drugs. It was the drugs that made me the way I was in 6th and 7th grade. When I had never taken anything. Sixth and 7th? Hit. Next we're gonna be like, why is autism more prevalent now? Well, then there you go. Do you think more people are depressed, or maybe they just have a better understanding of it? And also, there is way more ignorance. Like, if you're not gonna say that, like, being able to know what goes on around the world every second of every day doesn't negatively impact, like, people's health, in mental health is like, and again, our lives are also ruled by algorithms. Like, people could like, there's, implying a society is bad is not implying other societies weren't bad. But it's not a society that's like really trying to build good mental health. Were they living in societies where they'd like turn on the news and then it would just be a news talking about everything like terrible in the world? Are they crippling under the late stages of capitalism in those societies? And you got depressed because of drugs? That is the argument she was trying to make. Why'd I buy a pickaxe on Lighthouse? No one's ever gonna wait for instant. Yeah, no, that's kind of the point, Maps. Like also you're doing like unprescribed drugs, but like I'm doing prescription drugs, but I would say my biggest issue with like depression and the way that it gets prescribed is that like people like don't like, again, it's also like the thing that's hard about it too is the ages when like depression starts to show, and the same way with like ADHD and a lot of these like things is that people don't even really like understand what it is. I know. That's another issue with it all too. Is like people like are getting like diagnosed something at like 14, and then they don't have like an understanding of like the life and world enough to like truly like in-depthly be able to like fundamentally understand like what it is. Like, I mean, when I got diagnosed with my ADHD, I did not really understand what the whole in-depths of like what ADHD entailed. So then when I did like go on Adderall, I was like, oh, this isn't doing anything for me, which was not true. It's just ADHD is way more than like the idea of focusing is hard, like, and like, you know, being fidgety and all those other things. It's more of like a with ADHD. Oh my god. With like ADHD, like focusing is just like the most absolutely draining thing ever. Or at least for me, again, it's like different for different people, but like, hi net car. And it's stuff like that. So then we give like people these like, I don't know. That's also the difference between like some people just get like prescribed things and then like don't actually like, especially like mental like illnesses. There's people who are just on like antidepressants and then not like in therapy. Why is mental health issues more commonly diagnosed among people who have access to better healthcare? Why is mental health more diagnosed among the population of people who actually have the privilege to like be able to like focus on their mental health? If you're living paycheck to paycheck, you don't like, do you have time? Do you have time? Do you have time? Do you have the availability? Like, oh, I want to. guy's prop tuned sharp. I have no sharp. I have sharp. Life is okay. But doesn't paint the whole picture? Okay, then tell me what paints the whole picture. Like, I'm not saying it does. No, my bad. I'm just gonna ditch. He's just richer than me. So you're gonna just full chase. Okay. Yeah. I guess yeah. I'm more just like isolating like America. But yeah, that is like, and for my terms of like analysis, because this is like, because when talking about my grandparents' view, it's like a very like American-centric view. But yeah, that's like another thing that like like it is like, especially like in America, like the American like dream is also like very like big on like buying like the own house, like I don't know, like I like, again, like the nuclear family I feel like is like so destructive, like where it's like, yeah, in a lot of poor areas they do like more band together and have more community because that's like the way of survival. Yeah, no, that's, yeah. I'm very aware of that. Hypixel? Hypixel. But that's like even a thing that I would say is like again, it's also like, I don't know. There's more, oh my god, that's such a good fireball. There's more sense of community, there's also just like less access. Like, it really is like a sense when it's like you don't really have the time to like feel helpless. You don't have the privilege. Hello. But there's probably a lot to do with like, yeah, like, I don't know. Was America's biggest flaw suburbs? Is that the downfall of America? Hi, Hench. That's my thought piece. Usually Minecraft players are single. Are they? I feel like usually the demographic age of Minecraft, the people who play Minecraft are single. Well, that's my point, Mabs. But like, suburbs have done like suburbs do like a great job of like creating like the disconnect. Where's this guy? Is he like shifting up the stairs? Oops. My point is like and hence like there's so many like everything with like the suburban American culture has created like so much like downside. Like it 100% like plays a role in like the like American obesity. And again, you're so disconnected from everything. Whoa. Who broke my bed? Oh, my teammate went mad. He can run around on 0 if he wants. I'm a terrible bedwars player. I'm the worst player to ever touch this game. There's no way there's just nobody here. Oh, dead to blue. Both dead to blue. Nice. Hope cross-mapping my bed was worth it for them. But that's kind of my point there, just Mabs, is like when you look at America, it's just a completely like disconnected like culture and group of people. And part of it's because of the size, and the other part of it is like I'm more just asking how much does the suburban life play into like America? And like the way it is. Good luck. I feel like it wasn't like that before. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of always been this way. But I'm also like overly critical of America. So no, I'm not. No such thing. I'm not critical enough. It's more just wondering how they all intersect. It's okay. Mabs is an American. If you're not American and you like have like a it's okay. I'm more saying it's allowed. Like, but the thing is that like most Americans think like this too. That's where the issue arises. Well, I mean, that's the whole point. The whole point, and that's the biggest issue with, like, what's going on now, is, like, that veil has been broken. The veil of, like, how disconnected we really are has been, like, just really strongly upheld. And everything now is that, like, that disconnect is just getting abused. Not American, thank God. I had a feeling he invis me. Oh my god, can I just get a win? Who is Rucker? I knew all of America looked alike, but GeoGuessr has really made me realize how much America all looks alike. Any relationship advice? Why? You also just, like, you suck at it so much, Rhinex. You can't even, like, no, like, I can, like, somewhat kind of, like, distinctly, like, figure out where what region at least I'm in. But, like, we'll be, like, in the most obvious, like, we'll be in, like, the most obvious, like, East Coast ever, and you'll go Central America. Larp, 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 larp. What's with all the nicks? What's with this guy having shears and me not being able to save my bed? And then dying because I'm not full health. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot for running back. Because, like, my brain just, like, whatever. I'm too used to playing like I have a teammate. And then I want to save my bed for my extraordinary teammate. But I don't want to, like, break my, like, instincts. Can you spell my username? I don't want to spell your username. Any teammates? No teammates, Nick. Teammates are evil. Hi, Mia. Congrats on the 40 watch streak. I'm staying up all night, so what can I do to make me get it from you? I'm letting go of all my vices. I'll make the sacrifices. All I can do to make me get over you. It's okay if I never win a game. That's not true. I've won at least 2 games today. I should quit. Nah, you should continue working. I'm a bad player. Now they're gonna, like, place, like, a 4-layer bed defense. I'm gonna be poor for the rest of the game. Oh my god, what block did he jump onto? Oh my god. And then why is Aqua here? Because Aqua already took out yellow. Or did yellow DC? No. Okay, I got Aqua. I'm just so confused on what block that guy jumped onto. There's nothing I could do. If I had a block, it's just a 1-block clutch. Like, I angled my body perfectly. Grrr. Oh my god. Good fireball with my teammate. Please tell me that guy didn't have the diamonds. Yes. Wow. Aqua's number 1. King. See, now I'm upset I took back my diamonds. It's whatever. Everything sucks. They reminisce. They reminisce. I think my bed's gone. Can my teammates stall? Thank God I have instant on rooftop. King is gender neutral? I don't think so. Should sing during live streams. Why? Why would I do that? This guy's gonna kill me. Okay, maybe he's not gonna kill me. Karaoke stream? Nope. This guy's gonna skip and break my bed. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, my teammate didn't follow me, thank God. Because my teammate isn't gonna like apply any pressure to them, but like he'll take a second to get flawless, which is good for the movement. Oh my God, Ace's aura. Was that block necessary? Or a double kill? Thanks. What's the point in it all? This guy's name is Queso Atom. Atom? I don't know letters. I don't know English. Spelling's hard. Oh, I didn't. Okay, whatever. Didn't. So, like, what does that mean, though? I want a Bed Wars game, chat. My 4th win while solo queuing doubles. I'm getting off. I'm gonna go be depressed in bed. Bye, guys. It's my time to go be depressed. Thanks for being here. If you're not joining my Discord, it's on my YouTube. I'll be live tomorrow, and then I won't be live this weekend because I'm going out of town. Bye, guys.